I don't think that paying $20 a month for ChatGPT Plus is worth it for everybody. So in this video, I'm going to explain who it makes sense for, why you would want it, and also who I think should probably just stick to the free version of ChatGPT. So first of all, there's some things that I didn't know when I started paying for ChatGPT Plus that I think are important to know. One of those is that there's currently a cap of 25 messages every 4 hours, I think, for GPT-4. And personally, I haven't hit that even when writing novels for 3 or 4 hours nonstop. But if you're really quickly throwing prompts in there without really thinking about it, you might run into an issue with that. And second thing is that although GPT-4 now has the ability to browse the internet and access information from later than 2021, personally, I don't think it's very good from what I've tried so far. When I tried to use that kind of web browse feature, it was full of errors and it just timed out and didn't provide any information. If you're looking for that web browsing, it's actually powered by Bing within GPT, so you could just try and use Bing Chat instead if you need super up-to-date information from later than 2021. But with those caveats out of the way, who do I think might find it worthwhile to actually pay for ChatGPT Plus? So first of all, if you're self-employed and you use ChatGPT for your business, I feel like that's a no-brainer because you can claim it as a business expense as long as you're using it to earn money and write it off on your taxes. So that includes basically writers, bloggers, copywriters, YouTubers, anybody that would normally be able to expense like a copy of Grammarly or Microsoft Office. You should be able to claim ChatGPT without any problem. And second case I would say is if chatbots, AI writing, or coding is a big hobby for you, then it's probably worth paying extra if you're doing it for like hours every week. Because if you think about most hobbies, paying $20 a month is a pretty small price. If you compare that to something like if you were playing hockey or going fishing, you'd have to buy a bunch of equipment and stuff or pay to like rent spaces and stuff like that if you play on a team. So there's that. So if it's a job or if you really it's a hobby that you spend a lot of time on, then I think it's worth it. And the biggest pro for me for ChatGPT Plus is how much faster it makes GPT 3.5, which you could normally access for free, but it just generates so much faster. So text that would normally take like 30 seconds or a minute for GPT to generate, it'll spit out in like seconds. So if you're generating a lot of text or if you're really just impatient, that's a really big quality of life improvement. I want to kind of show you. So if you've used the free version of ChatGPT, you probably know how kind of fast or slow it goes. So let's throw a prompt in here. Generate a 30-second commercial script promoting peanuts that is funny. And you can see it's like blah, 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 so fast. Oh, it's actually got like a script. This is actually slower than it normally is. Maybe it's because I'm recording this during the day, so it's having to like buffer a little bit. So that is GPT 3.5 on GPT Plus. Now let's try GPT-4. So this is kind of it still goes slower, kind of like what the free version of 3.5 is, but it should give like a better response. So we'll see both how fast this generates and also if it makes a more quality post. I'm not going to read it out, but you can stop and read it for yourself later if you want. You can see it is going a lot slower. Close up on a peanut, has googly eyes and a small mouth. Meet Pete. Pete the peanut. Pete winks at the camera. Okay, I love this. Okay, ChatGPT 4 confirmed best. So yeah, GPT-4 I guess has a much better sense of humor. No, come here, you tasty treat. Pete screams, running for his life. Okay, quality-wise, GPT-4 just blew this out of the park, but you can see how slow it loads. I was just kind of giving an example. If you're on the free version, this is how fast GPT 3.5 would load. So that's what you would get. So yeah, just a quick demonstration there. So who is ChatGPT Plus not good for? I would say casual users. So if you just occasionally use it to like write an email, or if you're like, oh, I don't know what to write in this Christmas card to my aunt, I'm going to ask ChatGPT to write it for me. Or if you just use it as a Google replacement, sometimes it's easier to look stuff up in ChatGPT instead of Googling it, then you could probably just do it for free. Also, if you're a student or if you live in a country where $20 a month is like a big deal to you, then stick to the free version. Most of the time, it's more than good enough. I would say 90% of people, you should just be able to use the free version of ChatGPT unless you really consider yourself like a power user. Basically, like I said, if it's a hobby for you and you're doing it for like hours every week. But let me know what you think. You think it's worth paying for ChatGPT Plus? I'd love to know what you think. So leave me a comment and let me know. And be sure to subscribe for more AI content.